Hi, first grade. Let's spend a few minutes looking at your spelling, your PAWS sort 25 for this week. So what I've done so far is I laid out all of the words at the bottom of my workspace and I put my headings at the top of the workspace. My headings are AR, ARE, AIR, and the oddball heading. So the first thing I want to do is I want to look closely at my words and see what I notice, and then I want to read them and listen for the sounds that I hear. When I look at all of the words, I notice that they all have an R in them. And based on my reading, I know that the R can sometimes be bossy. So I'm really going to listen for what the R is doing when it comes together with my vowels. So the first thing I'm going to do next is read my words. So over here I see sharp, wear, harm. I'm noticing two different sounds there. Shark, bear, heart, stare, dark, square, pair, fair. Hair, care, part, start, stare, bear, chair, pair, and fair. So I'm hearing two different sounds as I listen to my words. The first one I want to think about is the R sound. And that is going to be the AR heading, R. It's when you just hear that bossy R, kind of your typical bossy R sound, R. Now I'm going to look back over my words. I'm going to find any that are saying that sound, and I'm going to move them. Sharp. Wear, harm. I hear that bossy R again, harm. Shark, bear, heart, stare. So I'm hearing just shark in this group. Fair, pair, square, dark. So I'm hearing dark, saying R. Coming back. Hair, care, part. So I'm hearing part, making the R sound. So I'm moving. I know you're not necessarily seeing me moving it. That's okay. I'll show you in a second. Chair, bear, stare, start. I'm hearing again that R sound. So I'm moving it. Pair, fair. So now I'm going to look back over and make sure I didn't miss any. So wear, bear, heart. I'm hearing R in this one, but I'm noticing that it has this E in here. So the look of that with the two vowels and then the R, this one has a different look than these others that are saying R. So I can see that this isn't following the same pattern with the AR as this one. This one I'm going to go ahead and move then to my oddball group. So it's coming to oddball because when I look at it, it looks different. Coming back, so now I'm going to look back at my R group. I'm looking to see, do they all have this AR pattern? Sharp, yes. Harm, yes. Shark, yes. Start, yes. Part, and dark. They all fit. So I'm coming back down to the rest of my words, and I'm hearing that these all sound similar too. They're all saying air. So what I'm noticing is that there are two other groups here. There's air that says A-R-E, and there's air. This is the actual word for our air, oxygen, the gas around us that we can't see, so air. That's the real spelling of that. And so I'm going to look for that pattern in some words and then some pattern where it's saying A-R-E. So I'm coming back to my words. So again, A-R-E and A-I-R are both saying air, and I'm going to find the ones that look similar to my headings. So I see that this one doesn't match. This one doesn't match either. This one doesn't match. Oh, when I look at stare, I see the little word air. So I'm going to move it to my air group, the A-I-R, air. Looking down here, fair, pair, and square. I see that fair fits in my air group. Chair, bear, stare. Okay, I have A-I-R here again. And I see pair can be moved here as well. So I see all 4 of those words have air, A-I-R in them. Now I'm going to go back to my group and I'm going to look for the air, A-R-E. So as I look, I'm noticing square, A-R-E, at the end of square. So I'm going to move it up with A-R-E. Oh, I see that I missed one of my A-I-R ones, hair. So I want to come up and move that one too. Now that I have less words, I can see that I made that mistake. As I look at all 6 of these words, hair, care, bear, stare, pair, and fair, I notice that they all have that A-R-E, and I'm going to go ahead and move them also here under our air group. I'm going to double check myself now. I have these 4 sitting here that are not fitting anywhere, so I'm going to come back to those in just a minute. AR looks good. I see the AR in all 6 of those words. ARE, looking down at each one, I'm seeing air, ARE in those. AIR, I'm seeing in all 5 of those, AIR, air. And so far, I have R in heart, the AR, but with that extra vowel, it's oddball. Coming back over here to these 4 words, where, bear, 2 wheres, pair, and bear. I'm noticing that they aren't fitting with any of the other headings. And I'm also noticing that these 3 look similar. They have EAR, which a lot of times when I'm reading, I would say ear. But that's not the way this is read. These are read air, where, pair, bear, and where. So when I read those, when I look at them, they look different than what I should read them as. So I'm going to say that those are oddballs too, because they're not saying ear, they're saying air, so they don't look the way that they sound. So in my oddball group, I see heart, bear, pair, where, and where. Noticing that all, actually this one too, EAR, 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 EAR. So that's going to help me when I'm spelling them to remember that they all have that pattern except for this where. So I'm noticing my groups again. I have them all sorted. The other thing I noticed as we were reading is that we have quite a few homophones. So remember, homophones are words that sound the same, but they look different and they're spelled different. So when I come across them in my writing and in my reading, they might sound exactly the same, but they're going to look different and be spelled different. So let's talk about what we see. I noticed that we have fair, F-A-R-E, and fair, F-A-I-R. So I tried to draw a little picture to show you the difference. The A-R-E example is like money that I would pay, my bus fare. When I go to the bus, I have to pay my fare. And my other picture is of 2 plates, F-A-I-R, and you can see that they both have 3 cookies. So it's very fair. It's a fair amount. So that is an example of one of our homophones. Another example. Hair and hair. So you can see the first hair has the A-R-E pattern, and that is the cousin to our rabbit. The hare with its long ears that we learned about when we did desert animals. The hare uses those really tall ears to help it push away the heat from the desert. It cools them off. That's our H-A-R-E, the hare. The other hair, H-A-I-R, is like the hair on your head that many mammals have. The hair like we have. Another homophone in your sort this week is stare versus stare. S-T-A-R-E is when you are looking hard at something. And S-T-A-I-R is like the stairs you might have in your house, or when you go upstairs to the science lab in our school, or go upstairs to see your 4th grade reading buddy. Another homophone example in your sort is where and where. W-H-E-R-E. It's the only one in our group in any of our words that does not have an A. So it's definitely an oddball. W-H-E-R-E is the place where. So I put some question marks. We might use that in a question, like where are my socks? And the other where, W-E-A-R, is, you can see the kid in the picture is going to wear a jacket on the cold day. So W-E-A-R is the wear, like wearing a jacket. You have quite a few homophones this week. Another example of a homophone this week is bare. B-A-R-E and B-E-A-R. B-A-R-E is like in the summer when you have your feet bare and you can walk around without shoes because it's not cold. And B-E-A-R like the animal bear. And finally, you have the word pair. P-A-R-E and P-A-I-R. P-A-R-E, pair, is not one that we use as often, but if you like to cook, you might have had to, at some point, use the peeler to peel off a little bit of the rind on your lemon or your orange. Sometimes it makes your frosting for your cake taste even better. So you would use, pair means to take off the outer layer. That's this one. And pair, P-A-I-R, would be like two of something. A pair of shoes, a pair of socks. So this week in your sort, you have two R sounds. You have R, which is the A-R, and you have air, spelled either A-R-E or A-I-R. Your oddball group has some additional air ones, but they all have that, a lot of them have that tricky E in the middle. So the E is joined with the A and the R. I hope this helps you as you get started on your sort this week. Let us know how you're doing. See you later, first grade.